Hey everyone, it's Jay.
And Sean.
And we watched a movie.
Of course we did.
Yes, so there is a new movie out. We've been talking about it. It is called Clouds, and you can find it on Disney+. So.
Dying teen
alert. Genre, yes. Kleenex alert. Get your tissues. Based on a real story, he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna die.
Which you may already know.
It
is a real person.
It is a real person, and it was a real news story because he went viral before he died.
Living the dream. Well, living one dream and one nightmare.
Well, yes. Boy, this movie made me feel old.
Yeah, because of the parents.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, these actors are older than me. I think probably even...
They're older than me,
than you, but still,
not by a lot.
It feels more like our generation.
They are our generation. They are our generation's teens because you're 25 when you're playing a teenager.
That's exactly right. It was funny because we were just reviewing Scream, which stars Neve, Campbell, and she plays the mom in this. And they were just saying how Officer Dewey, played by David Arquette, was like 24 during filming, playing a 25-year-old police officer. But in fact, he was the same age as the people playing teenagers, and in some cases even younger. I think both Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich were older than him, but in high school, you know.
Yeah, it's the 90210 phenomenon.
Oh, that one was they were like
in their 30s.
Late 30s playing teenagers. Like, no wonder half the teenagers have like self-consciousness issues and anxiety. Because look at these people. Anyways, all this to say that Neve Campbell
is the mom.
She's now the mom.
And what's the guy's name? Tom Everett Scott is the dad, who I thought was Greg Kinnear for a while.
I hope Tom Everett Scott doesn't hear this because
it's a real
it's not a
compliment.
It's not great. So yes, they are the embarrassing parents of a teenage boy named Zach. Real name Zach Sobiech. He is played by Finn Argus in the movie. And this guy has got cancer. A real bad one. And so we do come to find out that it is fatal. He has been through an awful lot of chemo. He has had cancer on and off. We can even say that for a good long time. Yeah. This is not his first brush, but it is going to be his last. And so he's just a senior in high school, and he has only a few months ahead of him, and he has to sort of think about what he wants those last few months to be. He's crazy because he keeps going to school.
Yeah, absolutely.
At one point I thought he was doing math homework, and I was like, whoa. Yeah. Turns out he was writing a song, which I still wanted to rewind and see if those lyrics were a lot of equations. But anyways, it was lyrics to a song he was writing because that was the dream that he and his best friend Sammy, Sammy, played by Sabrina Carpenter, they like to write songs and perform them together. Except for Sammy's a little too shy.
Fright.
Yeah. Apparently, Zach is the hammier of the two. As we learn in a school concert where he plays an acoustic version of I'm Sexy and I Know It. So that's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I didn't recognize that song for a while.
Oh, well, I don't know if his mom ever recognized the song, and I felt even worse for Neve Campbell at that point. I was like, lady, you are out of touch. Oh my God. Although speaking of out of touch, the act before him seemed to be performing to the Macarena. And this was in 2012.
2012. So what's up with that? What's up with that?
What is up with that?
What high school teen wants to do the Macarena either straight up or
how do they even know about it? Like, they were born after the Macarena, which, whoa. Yeah. But, you know, how did they even know about it? Yeah. Why would anyone tell them about it? Anyways. And so Zach has just these few months left to hang out with his best friend Sammy, make a new love connection with Amy, played by Madison Iseman, who is all over the place lately. She seems to be in everything. She's the new Neve Campbell.
Oh boy. So in, 20 years, we can look forward to her being the mom?
I'll have to shoot myself in the head. Yeah. Translation. I can't handle this, man. I don't even want to. I was going to say, I found a gray hair, guys. I'm old.
No, you're not.
Anyways. Ironic and some would say tone deaf of me to be complaining about being old in a movie where a teenager dies.
Good point. But
Thank
still,
you.
It's your right.
It didn't stop me from going totally shallow, but what are you going to do? That is part of life. And I am very sad for poor Zach, who didn't get to discover the horrors of growing old.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. And it's not, I think it's super not fair for, like, I think of the younger siblings. He's 4 kids in his family. And I think it's very hard for younger siblings to grow older than their big brother. I think that's very, like, an emotional thing because he's always going to be 18. And I think that's really hard to go through life with, somebody who is static. Yeah. So, he has these last few months. He doesn't want to do chemo anymore. He apparently still wants to go to school. Although, caveat, he does have an awfully funny teacher.
He does.
Played by Lil Howery. I know. He really is kind of a scene stealer and everything. And people use him really well. Like, he's just that comedic touch in a very maudlin, syrupy, it's a weepy. It's a teenage tragic romance. And Zach is going to try to push Amy away to protect her. And she's not going to take no for an answer. No. And then there's going to be a weird religious interlude in France.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Uh-huh. So, but yes, it is a real life story. He did write a great song that got on the radio. He got, I don't know if it was a record deal or what exactly we should call it, but
yeah. Well, he got a recording studio and he made a big song that got downloaded a bunch and raised money for cancer research.
And they're on their way to finding a cure.
That's right. So good news, everyone.
Yeah, well, that's the way it says in the end card. And it's nice to think that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're on their way. Sure. They may have...
We never know what step on the very long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a start.
It's a start. So this really is a movie for... when you're feeling like you need a little cry. It is not a spectacular movie. It hits the exact same tropes of every dying teen movie in the world. This one might even be a little below quality. I don't know. There was just something about it that wasn't quite doing it for me.
It might be that it's based on a true
story.
Because I assume, and I didn't know this story before watching this movie, sure. It does seem like they're probably pretty close to the mark on this one. This is probably more or less what happened, knowing that he did in fact have this song. Mm-hmm.
And they seem to be filming him while he was still alive. Like there was a lot of footage of him at the end.
I did look into this after we watched the movie. And there was a 22-minute documentary made for Rainn Wilson's YouTube channel.
Okay.
So this was
Soul Pancake.
As I guess after he had his hit.
Okay.
But still during his lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this is, as you said, this is part of the end credits. I assume that's where this footage is from. Mm-hmm. And then there was also apparently a music video for his song that featured a bunch of celebrities lip syncing to it.
Oh, okay.
Including Jason Mraz, who makes an appearance in this movie.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I mean, it's certainly it's a nice way to remember a guy and to give a tribute to his life. And he left a bigger legacy than I've got in like almost twice the years on this earth. So good for him. But I think he probably would trade that in to still be here, because that's a really hard thing. And I think we surprisingly didn't see him struggling with that very much. And it's okay to be ready for death, but he didn't really express that either way. We didn't really see
that's true.
His emotional journey towards accepting death. We got a little bit more from his mom, but not a lot. These people really had a lot of brave faces, which I thought was surprising, because it feels like something that would make you fall apart constantly. So they really just kind of rallied together and take a trip, drive fast cars.
Yeah, that's right. For a week, he gets a fast Nissan GTR.
You always know.
I know. It's a cool car.
Oh boy, yeah. So sometimes you just want to sing along to a pop song on the radio.
That's
with your dad.
With your dad in a GTR.
Yeah.
Some 41.
Oh.
For some reason.
Oh, I thought you were just remembering you and your dad doing the same.
It could happen, I guess.
It could not happen.
To some 41?
If I ever see you or your dad sing in any situation,
what?
one of you will be dying. Clearly, something terrible has happened.
True.
Yeah. Anyways, did you like this movie?
It was okay.
Okay.
But I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the standout of the dying teen genre.
Okay.
It hits the same beats, but that's it. That's all it really does. So I think Lil Ray Howery, he's pretty funny.
He's a nice bright spot. Yeah. This might be more for young people who knew his story, maybe saw him on YouTube. Although that's already like
they're not young people
years
anymore.
ago. None of us are. Why do I keep like rubbing it into his face?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more for young people who just knew him then as the singer, and like it's tragic and sad to relive that.
Maybe because so much time has passed since his story, because he did die in 2013.
Yeah.
I'm not sure even those people are qualifying for the dying teen demographic anymore.
Maybe not.
They might have aged out of this story.
That is true. And it is on Disney Plus, which I thought was interesting for it to go there. It is by Justin Baldoni, who has a history of making the weepies happen. So it's a weird like niche to get stuck in, I think. And he might want to think about that rut long and hard before he accepts the next one. Because this one does feel a little bit more of a minor entry. Because it really, and good for them for not harping on the sad maudlin bits of it, and for really giving him every last little bit. But it was super predictable. As always, I like to call out the stuff that I see coming to Sean, just to super ruin it for him too.
It's part of the experience.
That's right, the live theater experience of Jay. Ruining movies.
Enhancing movies.
I can tell the future. No, I mean, everybody was good. The young people in it are very good. I thought, what a stud, though, to be like bald and no eyebrows and still have two of the hottest girls in school vying for your attention.
He does refer to them as his two wings.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like you were just telling us maybe it wasn't great because it was relying too much on the real thing. But as you know, I complained many times in the movie that he did not really say that, because it's such a slick line that I think if the cancer didn't kill him, those corny lines would. Like, somebody would strike you dead on the spot for saying those in real life. There's no way an 18-year-old was uttering those things.
Maybe that's how he got the girls.
Listen, I think he put it in a song, Shauna.
Okay.
That's where you put your feelings, okay?
Still counts.
It does. That does go a long way.
It goes a huge way.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. I can't sing or play guitar, but I've seen it happen. Yeah. There's a power there.
Oh boy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're in the mood.
If you're in the mood for
check
a
it
dying
out.
teen movie, go for this one because you haven't seen it yet.
That is right, you haven't. And it's nice to keep tabs on who the young people are.
Yeah.
Just so if you ever need to like whip that movie out and just like throw it in casually, like, yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is
know.
still my generation. Mm-hmm. Who are these weird parents? I've never seen them before.
Greg Kinnear. Oh gosh, okay, let's quit now because we have made such a mess of this. It is only a mediocre movie, even within the dying teen genre. But hey, he dies in the end, so if that's what you're looking for, you're gonna get it, guaranteed. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.